For more on this, let's bring in Charles Marino, former Homeland Security Advisor, also a former Secret Service agent. Good morning to you. Good to see you, Chuck. The Speaker making the not-so-surprising surprise trip. It was never officially confirmed, but the military drills, the cyber attack, it all sounds really, really familiar. Why do you believe is Speaker Pelosi making this kind of stand for democracy in this way right now?
Yeah, I was thinking about this last night, just the best way to explain this and how we got here. And it really was sloppy coordination within the Democratic Party between the administration and the speaker, and it's a shame coming on the heels of the successful operation that took place knocking out al-Qaeda's #1 in Kabul. But, what this turned this into is a diplomatic equivalent of flinch, don't flinch. And I'm not entirely convinced that it was necessary. Early on when this leaked that Taiwan was a possibility for the speaker, they could have gotten together, the administration, the speaker's office, and dismissed this and basically said it was never planned, it's not happening, and it would have all gone away. But Pelosi was insistent on making the trip to Taiwan, so the White House needed to get behind it. And on top of that, based on China's rhetoric, she was boxed into going to Taiwan. She had to go, otherwise the U.S. risked appearing weak and being embarrassed on the international stage. And there's going to be repercussions from this. We know this. China now has to save face. They are the ones that perceive they've been embarrassed. So what is the response going to be? That's the big question.
Saving face certainly is the cultural need for China and also for the U.S. right now. China making these threats, though, I mean, should we be concerned? Is this a turning point?
Yeah, I don't think we're looking at mutual destruction here of the two countries. I think realistically what we're looking at, first thing is, I was confident that nothing was going to happen to the speaker while she was in Taiwan. That would have been an escalation in which no one would have been able to return back to normal. But I can tell you this, I think they're doing a little more than just saber rattling. I think we're going to see a lot more aggressive actions, which have already begun around Taiwan. And this may actually move up their timeline for an invasion. China has had the luxury of sitting back and watching the perfect analogy unfold for them, and that is Russia's invasion of Ukraine. They've been able to sit back. They've been able to see international reaction. They've been able to see challenges. They've been able to really take it all in. But I don't know if they need to sit back and watch this whole thing unfold between those two countries now, based on the current trip by Pelosi. I think they may speed up their timeline, and we need to be prepared for that.
And fighting or being involved with two conflicts off of American soil is not something that most Americans are going to be have an appetite for.
No, we've been there before, right? I don't think so. And this can pretty much go down almost as an unforced error, because what was the urgency for Speaker Pelosi to take this trip right now? Why haven't we done it much sooner? Why couldn't we have done it much later? What was the strategic goal of this visit other than just hitting the ground and saying, we support your democracy, we support your independence, and kind of stirring the pot in the region? We can support them from afar. We support a lot of countries that are striving to remain democracies from afar. So what made this one different? And I haven't really heard a good answer for it.
Charles Marino, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.